Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are taking a further look here into Unphased, as they are about to mint here soon. This is a paid promotional video, so shoutouts to them for helping and supporting the channel. They are minting on March 15th for 179 ADA and have a total supply of 5,555, but only 2,777 for the first round. They are minting using Peppermint service, and there will at some point be a round 2. Jumping over to their website, we see they have a countdown, some links to their Twitter and Discord in the bottom left, and we can either click up top to go to the lore, factions, roadmap, phase paper, team, and FAQ, or we can simply scroll down. The first part is lore and describes a world that is full of chaos, ruin, and mostly inhabited by scavengers and marauders. But within all this chaos is a secret fortress, and inside are 5 clans with their own characteristics and have united together. These are the Unphased. Scrolling further, we see they have 5 factions. First is the human faction. They are masters of tactics, and their strengths involve being in groups. It also mentions that they will be holding up the floor of the sanctum. Next are the Nocturnes. These guys could manipulate others and used to be true masters of that world. Their strengths involve governance and secret access to the sanctum. Next is the Hive.net. These guys are AI units that were having their parts stolen by scavengers, and so, like AI does, it learned how to create stronger, better parts to defend themselves. And even though they are strong, they are actually very peaceful and just want a simple life. These guys always have work available, and they maintain and defend the sanctum. Then we have the Acacia. These guys always kept to themselves and lived peacefully in their forest until their home was ravaged with flames. Their eyes sort of tell their story, and the ones with pink eyes are the ones who are the most affected by the destruction. They are lost in a state of psychosis that may actually completely be consuming them. The Acacia that live in the sanctum are mostly sane and shielded from the outside. These guys experienced extreme reward volatility and can communicate cross-chain to the spirit world. So these guys are clearly going to have some advantage other than, what everybody else has, because, they can communicate cross-chain unlike the others. Then finally we have the Chosen. Some say these are gods themselves. They are imbued with powers that transform everything they touch into something beneficial. They even have an aura that radiates luck and fortune, and this covers the sanctum. Within the Chosen are ones that are truly blessed, gifted with a divine power that sets them apart from the others. They say when these Chosen go, miracles will occur. The very fabric of reality bends to their will. Their strengths involve royalty and inherit the royalties of the sanctum, so likely royalties. Then we move over to the roadmap, and the roadmap tells us to read the phase paper, so let's go and check that out. The About Us section explains the NFT, which is a PFP. This will be your Genesis asset and serves as your all-access pass to everything they are building. The lore section explains a little bit more about what we spoke on earlier, but also shows us the schedule for when more lore will be released. We can see here leading up to the mint, they will have lore released daily for 3 days right before the mint. Then later we can expect the next edition. Then once again, it dives into the factions, and they have very nice pages for each faction if you want to pause and check out any of those. But once we get to the end, we can see the faction traits. So this is where each faction selects a group of their most exceptional members. So these are some of the traits that you're going to be wanting to look out for during the mint. The first is the body trait, the robes of the Unphased. These members were responsible for spreading the divine teachings of the sanctum. The next is the witch doctor, with head trait obviously being the mask, also the club jacket shown in this picture. These members created a motorcycle group and scanned the land for threats. Next are the warlords with their red warlord helmet and jacket. These guys were warriors and led the sanctum army. Then we have the sanctum knights with their helmet and torso, and these guys are the protectors of the sanctum and are the most gifted and powerful residents of sanctum. Then right underneath there is a name section, and it says a name is a conceptual tag they use to refer to an arbitrary and manually limited set of info. A line of unphased metadata, ? You decide. So to me, that sounds like some or all of the NFTs will have the option for you to name them. Next up, we have their artist with around 16,000 followers, and if you'd like to check out his work, I'll have his Instagram linked in the description below. But we are going to jump into the utility section now, and this is a bit of a read, so I'm going to condense it. They've been in the NFT space for a while, the team, and believe they have a plan that will allow this project to continue beyond just another short-term hype mint. They want many popular actors in the ecosystem because the more people it reaches, the healthier the decentralized aspect becomes. They also mention that successful projects remain flexible and receptive to adapt to the utility that the market selects. They say their Phase 2 strategy is built from these ideas. This is Phase Paper version 1, so for more details on that, we will have to wait for their version 2, which isn't too far away. If we look at their roadmap, we see that next up is the mint, and then Phase Paper 2.0 comes shortly after. But before I just leave you hanging, they do have a few teasers. First off, the primary utility will be addressed in Phase Paper 2.0. Second, they will be airdropping their UP tokens to holders, airdropping Sigil NFTs to holders, airdropping seasonal/theme NFTs to holders, royalty distribution, exclusive access and discounts, and more. Third, this will have Cardano stake pools, community events, cross-chain events, real-world events, and more. Then heading over to the mint details, we can see that round 2 is actually coming sometime in quarter 2 and will mint the remaining supply. Lastly, we have their team section, which is comprised of Ben Woods as their founder, Jesse the artist, Josh the content writer, Alex the community director, Brandon the software engineer, Xavier with digital marketing, Peppermint for the mint, Bryce as their ambassador, and Dean K as the other ambassador. Overall, they have a lot of veteran knowledge on the team, they have an experienced artist, and some great lore, but always do your own research. I have their socials in the description below if you'd like to go check them out. I hope you all have a great day, and remember to get outside, see your friends, see your family. We're here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Until next time, guys, peace.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.